Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. It's Comic-Con week and Barry is back on The Flash, so we gotta break this down. It's also like the week that I can walk around with this on and not get arrested. Because it's Comic-Con week, I will be talking about the schedule at the end of this, but there will be extra Flash Ring giveaways. All you have to do to enter those is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this video. So before we get into Comic-Con, we have to talk about Barry Allen coming back. Notice I didn't say The Flash coming back, because we saw Barry on set. Grant Gustin posted this picture of himself, clean-shaven, looking like the Barry that you remember. He posted a time-lapse of them shaving his Grizzly Adams vacation beard off. The important thing is that he posted this while they were filming episode 2. Actually, they've been filming it for a couple days after we'd seen Wally in the red suit several times, so now we have an idea for the timeline of Barry's return. So what it sounds like happens is that through the course of episode 1, Wally's been Kid Flash for a while trying to protect the city. He steps up his game in order to strike some more fear into the hearts of the villains and the robot samurai, the Samuroids that he's fighting in all these behind-the-scenes pictures we see. Puts Barry's costume on, saves the day, but through the course of his actions starts to get hints about what's going on with Barry and why it's so important that he comes back. So they've teased Prison Break, obviously all the stuff with them pulling Barry out of the Speed Force and him physically coming back is going to be green screen, so we're not going to get any sneak peek at that until we see the actual trailer on Saturday. But obviously he's going to come back, he's going to be the Flash, it'll be a great season. We already know a little bit about the villain. We know the mechanic is going to be the helper to the Thinker, just like the Tinkerer was the helper to the Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming. There was a new actress that they just cast in a mystery role. People are wondering if that might be who the mechanic is, but I'll talk about that in a second. The bigger thing is that as Grant Gustin was posting these behind-the-scenes pictures of like, hey everybody, Barry's back, Jessica Camacho was also in her trailer on set with this comic book t-shirt on. Blastoff Comics is just a comic book store in Burbank, California. But it means that Gypsy is on set. She wasn't wearing her traditional costume, but the actress is now a recurring guest star in Season 4, meaning that as much as you saw Gypsy in the back half of Season 3, that's about how much you'll see her the first half of the season, the second half of the season. But when they say recurring guest star, it just means that they'll show up every once in a while on a pretty regular basis, but not every single episode, meaning that Cisco's probably going to get some pretty sweet action. I'm sure he's pretty pumped about this. Because we're going to be seeing so much of her, they might delve into the backstory of her father on Earth-19, who is a really big villain from the comics called Breacher. We might see the emergence of him as another big bad in addition to the Thinker. He's just a potential villain they could always do in a future season, but we haven't done a whole lot with Earth-19 besides HR, may he rest in peace, in Gypsy. Like, we haven't spent a whole lot of time there, so this would be the season to do that if you're going to have a whole lot of Gypsy. And it means, even bigger thing, I kind of buried the lead on this, that the Accelerated Man comes back too. Everybody's always been asking about him. Who's underneath the mask? Is that Hunter Zolomon of Earth-19? No, that's not him. It's not Eddie. It's a different actor that they cast specifically for that role, but I'm just expecting them to bring him back the next time we do some Earth-19 specific story. But unless he's going to be part of the bigger plot, we'll probably only see him a couple times. But like the Black Flash came on briefly for a little while, then he recurred on the other shows a couple big times. So you wanted more Accelerated Man, you're going to get more Accelerated Man. They always do that. Introduce a character, everybody loves them, they always bring him back in a bigger way. So last big thing before we talk about Comic-Con's schedule, there's an actress named Eliza Villani that was just cast in a mystery role. People are wondering who she is. Is she going to be the mechanic and be like the minor bad to the big bad that is the Thinker? I don't think that's the case. Just scanning her IMDb, she's mostly only had minor roles on other CW shows, and I think if they're going to cast somebody against their big bad, like this really big actor who's going to be in his 40s or 50s, they would probably look for somebody who's had a little more experience to pair with that person. So it seems more likely that she's not playing a really huge character and should just be on for one episode. We can push deeper into that as they make more casting announcements. But here's the big thing, Comic-Con, because there's so many things that are dropping between Wednesday and Sunday, and I have like all the other regular videos that I would normally do, like Game of Thrones on Sunday. What's going to happen is I'm going to make a special playlist at the top of my channel. So when you go to the main page, you'll see it like right there at the top, and you can just go back and check in case you miss videos as I post them. There won't be more than 3 videos per day with the exception of Saturday. So here's what's happening. Wednesday's still pretty chill. The first episode of Krypton is airing. I might post a review video for that. They're doing a panel. They took everybody's trailer videos down, so I might just repost that. But Thursday is really when stuff starts happening. They're doing the Fox panel. That's Deadpool 2, New Mutants, and maybe a little bit of Dark Phoenix. So whatever footage drops, I'll do a video for it then. Friday is really huge too. There's the Young Justice Season 3 panel, Game of Thrones, Rick and Morty, Walking Dead, in the Marvel Defenders panel with the Punisher. So they're doing Defenders and Punisher. Whatever trailers drop, I'll do videos for, but like I said, I'll probably only be able to do 3. So I'll just post updates on my Twitter and Facebook about which videos are going to post when and what my status report is as we go along. And then the main show is Saturday. That's when all the really big stuff drops. The first big thing is Justice League. They're definitely dropping a Justice League trailer. Yeah, of course I'll do a video for it. They're going to have an Aquaman panel. There's all of the CW DC TV shows. Each one of those shows is dropping their trailer. And then after that, there's all the Marvel movies. And there will definitely be at least a Thor Ragnarok trailer and a new Black Panther trailer. Everybody's asking if they're going to drop an Infinity War teaser. It's possible, but I'm not expecting it. And maybe an Arrow trailer Sunday morning before Game of Thrones gets started, but Sunday will be relatively normal. And then anything that I miss out on that you guys really want me to do videos for, I'll do Monday through next week. So I'll just catch all the stuff that I skip over on Monday. So no worries there, but any special video requests you guys have, just leave them in the comments below. And as things get started on Wednesday night, I'll just start updating everybody on when everything's posting on Twitter and Facebook. So we should all be good, but I'll announce the winner of the next Flash Ring giveaway when I post my next DC video. So while you wait for that, click here for brand new Flash Season 4, and you can click here for the trailer for next week's Game of Thrones. Thank you so much for watching. Everybody stay awesome. I'll see you guys tonight.